Hello guys, so welcome to your Python programming tutorial video. In this video, we are going to be looking at introduction to Python tuples. So like lists and strings, tuples belongs to the type of data class we call sequences. So the index operator, slice operator, and index, slice, and concatenation operators work with tuples as well as strings, lists, and like strings and lists we've seen previously. So we have done a video on lists, and if you haven't watched the video on lists, I'll advise you to watch that video on lists. So you're going to understand more about the index operator and how sequences are laid out in memory. All right, so tuples are immutable, unlike lists, which means you can add items to a tuple and you can remove items from a tuple. So tuples can be also referred to as some kind of a read-only list, which means you can only read or you can only retrieve the items from a tuple after you create them, but you can add items to a tuple because they are immutable. You can also use the slice and the index operator with tuples, just like an indexes start from 0 right up to the end of the tuple. You can also use the concatenation operator, that's the plus, and you can also use the repetition operator, that's the asterisk sign. Now, let's look at examples of tuples. So here is an example of a tuple. As you can see, tuples start with braces, and they end with braces, unlike list which starts with square brackets. So as you can see here are braces, a pair of braces here and there at the end. So as you can see, tuples can also contain items of different data types, like you see here. We have 1, 2, 3.5, we have a string, we have a boolean, we have a complex, we have a lists, and we even have a tuple. So tuples can contain tuples. Now, if you want to get the length of the number of items in the tuple, use the built-in length function. So length tuple will return the length of the tuple. So in this case, we have 8, and the second one, length of tuple here, length of tuple 2 is 3. Yeah, 3 items. The last one is a dictionary, as you can see. So now, if you want to get the type of an object, we use the type operator. We have seen this in previous videos. You use the type and you pass in the tuple as a parameter. So we want to look at the type of tuple 1. We see here we have class tuple. So next, we print out the length as we did, length 1 and length 2, which is 8, 3. And we print out the tuple themselves. So as you can see, these are the tuples with their braces, which is used to delimit them. Now, like I said, we have done indexing in the previous videos, but I'm going to show you normally tuples are indexed from 0, are counted from 0 to the end, or from -1. If you haven't watched the videos on string and list, you can watch it. But indexing starts from 0 right up to the end, or counting from the back, it starts from -1 right up to the start. So index tuple -1 now is going to return this item 3695. That's a tuple. -3 is going to return 1, 2, 3. -3, 5 plus 6j. -5, you're going to count 5 from the back, and 0 will be the first item. 3 will be 0, 1, 2, 3 will be this 4, and 2 will be 0, 1, 2, 3.5. So as you can see, in your free time, you can try to look at it. Now, here is the output of whatever, because we printed all this out. So the next thing we're going to look at now is the slice operator. So slice is to extract a tuple. So we want to extract tuple starting. Now the slice operator also returns the tuple. If you use it with list, to return a list, and if you use it with string, it's going to return a string. Now 0 to 5 means we want to slice from the first to the fourth item. Like I said in previous videos, you don't count the 5, it's 5 minus 1. So it's going to, the last number here is not going to be included in the slice. So it's going to slice from 0 right up to 4. This one is going to slice from 0 right up to 6 with steps of 1, which is the default. This one is going to slice from 0 right up to 5 with steps of 3, which means it's going, for example, to start from here, then skip 1, 2, 3. So 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. So it's 1, 4, 2, 4, 6. You're going to see the output here. Like you're going to see 1, 4 here. So that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, it has it skips 3, like I'm telling you guys. Now here it's -5. It starts from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere around here. Then it moves right up to -1, which is the last item. Now -1, when you omit the second part, it means the end. So it moves from -1 right up to the end, which is here. But now what happens is that since we have a step of -1, it now moves backward, because by default the step is +1, so it moves forward. So it now moves backward, as we can see. So here we are going to start from -1, moving backwards right up to the start because we omitted the second part here. So you can watch the previous videos to understand more about this, like the videos on list and the rest. So we are printing out our tuples which we have sliced, and in your free time you can check this out. So we print out the sliced tuples. All right, now the next part is we see a tuple here. We can print out the tuple, like you see tuple 3, tuple 4. You see we print the length of this one is 7, it has 7 items. The length of this one is 5, it has 5 items. All right, we move to the next. We see other tuples here. Now tuple 2 is 0, 1, 2. Yeah, we have this Ibrahim. Now 0 is going to be tuples 3, 0 is going to be the first item. Tuple 3 negative 1 is going to be the last item. Tuple 3 negative 3 is going to be the third from the last item. Now 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be negative 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, right up to the start. So this is negative 3 right here. All right, so we have the here is go. Yeah, so you see 2. That's the negative 3 item like I told you about. So all right, so the next part is we are going to see tuples. Now here is the slice operator. We slice from 0, 1 right up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to slice from 1 to 5. Like I told you, the last number is not included. So we are going to slice from 1 to 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to end here. Yeah, since we we omitted the first and the second, it's assumed to be from the start to the end, but this time it's going to be skipping 2. So you are going to see John is going to skip 2. John 1, 2 to Ibrahim 1, 2 to 2. So that's why I say John, Ibrahim 2, then 1, 2 to false. So start, last, start, end, and then skip 2. Now we have start from 3, and we omitted the last part, so it's end. So it's going to start from here 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, Joe, right up to the end. So you're going to see Joe right up to the end. Now here we have another tuples. As you can see, we can add tuples together. We'll add tuple 4 to tuple 3 and then tuple 4. That's tuple 5. So we'll print tuple 5 out to see it's a combination of tuple 4, tuple 3, and tuple 4 again. All right, then we also have this tuple 4 we multiplied by 2. So we repeat it by 2 as you can see. So if you print tuple 6, you're going to see it's tuple 4 times 2. Now all of them return a tuple. That's why we get the tuple back. Now we have a tuple which we declare here as a literal plus tuple 4 times 4. So we have this tuple is going to add time with tuple 4 times 4. So you are going to see A, B, C. Then now we have 4. Tuple 4 now repeated 4 times. So here is the output we are going to have. Now you see you can print var1. You can print the third item, that's index 2, index 6, index 4. Now if you try to change an item, unlike a list where you can change the item, for example, in index 2, in this case, if you try to do it with a tuple, you're going to generate an error because tuples are immutable. So I hope you've learned a lot from this short video where I tried to explain how to use tuples to use. So tuples are immutable data set. They are similar to lists, but they are immutable, which means you can't change items in a tuple. But other than that, tuples are similar to lists and string. All right, thank you and have a nice day. See you in the next video.